Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Gold Coast Property and Auction Sales Results. This week we'll be covering the week of July the 26th up until August the 2nd. And look, it's been an interesting week this week with a couple of the major cities in Victoria and New South Wales being in lockdown, or Victoria just coming out of lockdown, New South Wales still in lockdown, and Queensland on the weekend, a lot of southeast Queensland going into lockdown too. So let's just see with the results how that all panned out. I'm just going to share my screen. And what we're going to do firstly today is we're going to go straight in and have a look at the auction results for Australia. Even with the lockdown, you can see New South Wales is still very strong, up there at 89%. Victoria, again, 91%, very strong as well. The other states don't have the volume and the sales turnover. But from Victoria and New South Wales, you can see that the property market's still going quite strong. Queensland rose again a little bit this week, so it's back up to 78%. If we go into the Queensland results, we can have a look at them and we can see that there was if we have a look, there was 364 odd auctions scheduled, of which 165 there were results available. With those results, there were 123 that sold, given the clearance rate of the 78%. When you look at total sales volume, as you can see, non-auction sales, Queensland had 1,505. So it gave Queensland a total sales volume for the week of 1,633 properties. And Victoria was at about 1,750 and New South Wales was at about 2,000. So Queensland now is really driving up quite close to sales volume as Victoria and New South Wales. And if you were to compare all the other states and territories, if you put together South Australia, Western Australia, Northern Territory, ACT and Tasmania, in total there was probably about 1,500 property sales. So Queensland is really pushing along with that. All right, so we're going to go into it. We've got a few properties to get through. Like we do every week, we'll start with the properties under the 750 price, and then we'll go upwards of that later. So for the first one I'd like to show you today, it's this one here. This was at 38 Beale Street in Southport. It was a 3-bed, 1-bath home, quite original home, 500 square metres, walking distance to the Broadwater, and we know that Southport's really going through a bit of gentrification at the moment. So this home sold at $590,000. The next one we're going to look at is this one over here at number 53, Katanga Circuit in Ormo. This was a 4-bed, 1-bath with double car garage with accommodation at the front for more cars. It was on a large block, 670 square metres. The home has been upgraded internally, and this home here sold for the price of $505,000. We're going to move to an auction property. This was an auction property over the weekend. It was scheduled, I think, for Sunday or Saturday, and it did end up becoming a virtual auction. This was at 7 Tarbert Close in Merrimack. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 2-car accommodation home. Large block of land. So the block of land was 771 square metres, and this home sold under the hammer for $700,000. Okay, we're going to move up a little bit further north. We're going to go up to Kumbaba. This was at 132 Hansford Road. It was on a 506 square metre block. It was a brick home, had a swimming pool. And as you can see, it's been updated on the inside, and it also had a large 9x6 studio at the rear, fully council approved. This is it here. And this home sold, as you can see, lovely outdoor area. This home sold for $625,000. We're going to move along to Ashmore now, and we're going to look at this next home. This is quite a relatively new home, double story, really well constructed. It was built in 2000. This is at 50 floor Clear River Boulevard in Ashmore. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car accommodation. As you can see, it's on a block of land, 454 square metres. Really good home, nothing to do, ready to go, ready to move into, 613,000. Hope Island is the next property, and it's this one here, and it's a standalone 3-bed, 1-bathroom home. It's on a block of land of 600 square meters. Now, this was at 12 Barbera Street in Hope Island. It's got a swimming pool. It's got solar. As you can see, lovely brick home, well maintained, cathedral ceiling in the living areas. It's got a floating floor, nice wood kitchen. And this home sold in Hope Island, 590,000. So great price for a home. Okay, next one we're going to look at is we're going to move just a little bit south of Hope Island. We're going to come closer into the Gold Coast and come into Runaway Bay. It's this one here at 48 Marala Avenue, Runaway Bay. This was a 3-bed, 1-bath with 2-car accommodation home. It was opposite a park. It's in very original condition, as you can see. Great block of land, 637 square meters, and ready for someone to come along and to add their touch to it. This home currently rented at $450 a week, but saying that it could get more than that in today's market. This home sold for $693,000. We had a couple to go in the lower price range. We've got this one here in Southport. This was at 46 Haran Street in Southport, 635 square meters. As you can see, sloping block, so it is a double-story home to the rear. It's got a new kitchen. It's got solar power, this home. It's been updated. Again, another home that's very livable in its current state. And this home here sold at $790,000. The last one we're going to look at is a home in Benoa. It's at 121 Bamboo Avenue. It's a double-story home. And let's have a look at it. 594 square meters with a pool, 3-bed. It's got a single garage with car accommodation at the front, 2-bath. Original home, nice polished floorboards. This home here sold $765,000. So now we're going to move along to the higher price range, and we're going to go start up Northern Gold Coast first. The property that we're going to look at is this one here. This was actually more of a development site. This was at 4 to 6 Clegg Street in Southport. It's a double block, so you got 1,234 square meters of land. Currently, at the moment, you've got 2 homes on it. So at the moment, it can be an investment and it is returning some income. And then later on, as you can see from the pictures, the proximity to the Broadwater, this will definitely become a development site, and someone will go on to put some townhouses or apartments here. This property sold $1.375 million. So just under $700,000 a block. We're going to look at this home now here in Holywell. Holywell's between Runaway Bay and Paradise Point. This was at 27 Saliva Street in Holywell. Beautiful tropical pool, double-story brick home, tile roof, 4-bed, 3-bath with a double garage. Again, really well looked after and maintained, 600 square meters of land. And this lovely home sold for $1,050,000. Anyone wanting some land, we're going to look at this one next. This was at 2 Crocus Way in Gavin. This is a corner block of just over 1 acre with a tennis court, with a swimming pool. You've got 4 beds, 2-bath. You've got 4-car accommodation, 3-car garage, and an ample more car accommodation. Lovely home, really nice, well maintained. Gavin's just not too far inland from the Gold Coast. Lots of land there, larger properties, and this one sold at $980,000. The last one that we're going to look at on the Northern Gold Coast is this one here. This was at 49 Boomerang Court. It's actually not Northern Gold Coast. This is in Sorrento, so just 5K out the back of Broadbeach. You've got this beautiful home here, waterfront, had an just over 18-metre water frontage, 746 square metres of land. It's got a boat ramp. It's also got a pontoon on it, 3-bed, 2-bath, and this home here sold for $1.59 million. Okay, let's move along. And let's have a look at this one. This is Middle Gold Coast, in a pretty exclusive area called Paradise Waters. This home here was at 17 Admiralty Drive. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath with 2-car carport home. It's got a little bit of water to the rear, so you do get that water outlook at the rear. It's in an exclusive estate with lots of millionaire neighbours around here. This home really well renovated, 632 square metres. Paradise Waters, and this one sold at 1.875 million. So there we go. We're going to move on to an auction property over the weekend, and it was this one here at 50 Volante Crescent in Mermaid Waters. This is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car home. Lovely tropical pool, Hampton-style renovation, 638 square metres of land. Lovely home, ready to move into, 1.5 million. A couple more to show you, and we're going to move into Broadbeach Waters. First one was this one, another auction property. This was at 165 Rio Vista Boulevard. This was a 3-bedroom home. This had a lovely 20-metre water frontage. It does have a pontoon and a swimming pool. Again, it's been renovated, really well maintained. Lovely outlook from the water. You've got a little boat shed, as you can see in the back. Great views to your rear balcony or over the canal to the rear. And this one at auction was at 1.78 million. The next one we're going to look at was also in Broadbeach Waters. It was this one, again, an auction property, 25 Pearl Quay and Broadbeach Waters. This home here on water, again, it had 31 metres of water frontage, so had a nice, lovely sandy beach to the left of it here. It didn't actually, no, it did have a pontoon. Yeah, sorry, it did have a pontoon. 600 square metres of land. Sorry, no pontoon on this one, my mistake. It was on 600 square metres of land, double brick home, and this one sold at 1,400,000. We're going to move along to the southern part of the Gold Coast. We'll look at this one. This one was at 259 Jefferson Way in Palm Beach. Jefferson Way on Palm Beach is oceanfront land. So what you're paying for here is the land, the ocean front. There's not many of these that come onto the market. And when they do, they get snapped up pretty quick. This was a 429 square metre block with a 2-bedroom beach cottage on it. But like I said, it's the waterfront, the ocean front that makes this home what it is. And this home sold for $4,975,000. We're going to move to Burleigh Waters. We've got this one here at 4 Maldives Way. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, double garage home. Again, well maintained, ready to go, ready to move into, 415 square metre block. And this one in Burleigh sold for $1,140,000. Chugan is the next property that we're going to look at. It's at 6 Pimpala Court in Chugan. It's a lovely architecturally designed home, slab construction, cathedral ceilings, 1,071 square metres with a pool, brick, lovely style home. And again, bush setting, so lovely bush setting, not too far, but it is a drive into the beach. And this home here sold for $1,370,000. The last couple that we're going to look at is this one here, again, back to Burleigh Waters. This was at 13 Rangeview Court in Burleigh Waters. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, again, double garage home. It's got a pool. And this home sold very similar to the other one in Burleigh Waters. This one sold 1.1 million. And the last home that we're going to look at for today is this one. We're going to go to Currumbin Waters. This was an auction property on the weekend. This was at number 1 Karawatha in Currumbin Waters. It's a lovely 3-storey home. It does have a little separate self-contained studio at the rear. It's on a corner block with over 3,000 square metres of land. And again, someone wanting that country or rainforest feel, but not being too far from the ocean, this is something that would suit ideally. This home here sold at auction on the weekend for $1.1 million. So as you can see, we're in lockdown at the moment. A lot of places throughout the east coast of Australia. but it's not really stopping the property market. The property market is still going strong. Places are still selling and selling for record prices. Hope I've been informative. Until next week, have a great week with your property hunting. Take care.